Okay, let me tell you something, bro. She gave me salmon and I told her to run. Hey, everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Games Case. Today, and only today, we are here to talk about Splatoon 3, right? I've had about, a week with the game. I think I played about like 40 plus hours now. I played through the single player, played some salmon run, played a lot of multiplayer. So I feel like I've gotten a good, sense of the game all around. And I figured, what? Let's just sit down and talk about it. So Splatoon 3, listen, very shocking news. Is fun, all right? It's awesome. It's so good. And you know what's interesting about this game is it's like there's something about this one especially that feels just very high energy, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the more flashy intros to matches like you saw there, or you get these finishing animations, you get these emotes. Everything about the game's presentation style and speed feels much faster, so I think it overall makes the game feel better. And I think that's what I've been noticing about the game as I've been going through it. It's just everything feels much more kinetic and quick, like going into the single player is quick, going into those levels is quick. The gameplay matches feel so like high pace and quick. You spawn really quickly, you have these cool matches out here. Obviously, you have your different weapons. I've been rocking mostly the what's called the tri-slosher. Not a big fan of the new bow. The bow and arrow is like the big new weapon. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it, but I am a big fan of the Splatana. There's this weapon called the Splatana where it's almost like a katana, where you slash like ink bites onto people, and I love that weapon. That one to me is really creative, really fun. But yeah, I didn't end up liking the bow too much. But yeah, here's a Splatana. I love this weapon. It's so fun because it does a good job of covering enough ink while being able to keep distance, but not being slow as, something like a sniper. But it's really good, really fun. And man, like I said, the multiplayer so far has definitely been the best experience. It's the most competent online Nintendo's had yet. Now, I know some people have had, some communication errors stuff and some weird stuff, but I heard this latest patch fixes some stuff about that, which is really good. But for the most part, for me, it's like joining friends is a breeze. There's even this like cool hub area where you could just select people that are playing online and join them, and I find that's really good. The fact that you could even just hang out in a training lobby until your next match is smart. It's like they've just made the game feel more smooth, because I remember it would be so lame in Splatoon 2, when you'd just be on that matchmaking screen, and as fun as it was to mess with the music with the two thumbsticks, at some point you're just sitting there waiting to queue in. But at least in that lobby you're running around and you can see like virtual versions of everybody. But that's cool. And obviously, like I said, for the most part the weapons feel pretty similar. I mean, they all have new specials. Well, not all of them. There's a lot of new specials in there. One of my favorites is this new, it's the Totsugeki one. It's like this dolphin that pops in, gets a giant barrel of ink in there. The mech crab is also fucking awesome. I love seeing that thing in action. There's a lot of cool specials, and I really love that. And also, they're showing us ranked here, and I love ranked. I've been playing a lot of ranked. As usual, I am not a fan really of Rainmaker, which is this mode, and Clam Blitz. Those are the two modes where whenever I see them in the queue, I'm like, I'm out. But when I see Splat Zones or Tower Control, I am in. I love Splat Zones. For those of you that don't know, that's basically Tower Control, but for Splatoon. And also, Tower Control is basically, I guess it's kind of like Capture the Flag. Not really, because I'd say Rainmaker is more like Capture the Flag. But like, it's like this tower you stand on. You have to get it all the way to the enemy base. So you're like fighting for your life to push it through. So it's a good challenge. It's really fun. So really been loving that. But I just think the multiplayer is just very smooth, very fun overall. I haven't had any lag. I don't think I've disconnected. Like, it's happened that someone else has disconnected, but again, it's very quick, very fast. You also get these player tags. You get to, add stickers to your thing. There's a lot of cool customizations. What I like is in this game, they want you to flex. Splatoon's always had, cool fashion stuff, but in this game, you can flex a lot. You can, like I said, you can get different emotes in the game. Obviously, you have your different fits. You have your different tags with different colors and stickers. You have, obviously, they were showing this earlier in this video, and everyone's having it. You have this locker now where you can like display your stuff creatively and stuff. I think that's really cool. I'm sure it's one of those things, in a month or two, no one's ever gonna touch again once they've customized their locker. But I do like it. I do like seeing how fun and wild people's lockers have been in the game. And so far, map variety pretty good. I think it's only like a few new maps, but the rest are old ones. But as Splatoon does, they're gonna add them over time because they actually care. about their online, you know, infrastructure with the Splatoon team. So really happy about that stuff. I think overall multiplayer wise, game is great. You also have Salmon Run. Now obviously for those that don't know, Salmon Run is basically zombies. You know, you're surviving, you're on this little island, you're playing Salmon Run. It's fun. Like I said, the bosses in there super fun to go through. I think why I've been enjoying this game a lot more too is I've been playing it completely with friends. Like I've always had friends to play this game with, which in 2017, not saying I didn't have friends, but my friends weren't really, you know, Splatoon fans or anything. Whereas now obviously, you know, because I make content, I made so many friends and all this stuff, a lot of people to hang out and play Salmon Run too. But I want to talk about the campaign because we're about to go over the highlights of the campaign here in this trailer. I love the campaign. For those of you that don't know, I did a full playthrough of the campaign. You can check it on my channel, but I loved it. I thought it was an awesome mix of Octo expansion and traditional Splatoon. So you get a lot of, you know, big, fully fleshed out levels, but you also get these like smaller, just fully challenged levels that are like that are what's called in you know, what am I saying, in Octo expansion. So I find it's really cool. The environments are really cool. Like there's one level here they show that like stands out to me, that one of the most is hold on, let me see if I can, this level reminds me of like it's like a Sonic level almost. Like you're entirely in this blue squid form, you're going on these boost pads throughout the level. I love that level. That one's one of my favorites, but there's a lot of cool levels. Final boss is actually kind of hilarious and really cool. But yeah, man, I continue to say I really think Splatoon, even as a single player game, is amazing. Like I really do feel like that campaign, like if they were like, hey, here's like, if I didn't know what Splatoon was and they're like, hey, here's this game, it's $40 and you just get this campaign, I would have played that. I would have been like, that was fucking awesome. Absolutely worth it. Even 60, you know what I mean? Maybe that's just me, but I get it. But I would say like that campaign would be like worth that much. You know, I loved it that much. I thought it was really clever, and I think, like I said, it teaches you about the games, and it does a really cool thing where you can almost choose your difficulty, but instead of easy, normal, or hard, you pick a different weapon, and that weapon is basically gonna make the level harder for you, but you can get more points. You get this cool overworld, so it's just really, really dope, and I really love a lot about that. And like I said, overall the energy of the game, obviously you guys Shiver and Fry here hanging out and having a good time. Overall, just the vibe and energy and fun of the game is there. Now here's the thing, right? If you didn't like Splatoon before, odds are you're still not gonna like Splatoon. This thing doesn't really change the formula. I do wish, like, I wish there was like a one more thing, and what I mean by that is like some new gimmick or some new thing. I don't know what it is, you know, I don't know what it could be. I'm sure they're gonna add stuff later, like they are gonna add, you know, new DLC maps. I'm pretty sure this is DLC, right? This right here, I haven't seen this map at all yet. But yeah, I'm sure they're gonna be adding, you know, shit ton of DLC, new specials, new stuff like that over the next 2 years, especially how crazy well this game is selling. I mean, I think it sold 3.5 million copies in 3 days in Japan alone. So worldwide, who knows how crazy it's going. It's probably at like 6 to 7 million, something ridiculous like that. But overall, man, I'm really happy with the game. I think there's a lot of more, you know, room to improve in terms of adding stuff. But for the base content, man, again, I love the idols. Shiv and Fry really good. Campaign is amazing. Salmon Run is as fun as ever. Multiplayer is the smoothest it's ever been, and I think that's a big deal. I really do think it can't be underestimated how much a smooth online experience can almost change how the online is, because obviously the matches themselves are super fun, and Splatoon is just such a unique concept in general, but having systems around it that complement it and make it easy to play, I think are, you know, a notable deal. And, you know, like I said, they're going to be updating it over time, more stuff. But yeah, man, Splatoon 3, like I said, more Splatoon, but in a great way. You know, it doesn't change the formula, but instead it almost like perfects it almost towards the end of this life cycle of the console. You know, we're near the end. I'd say Switch has about, you know, 2 solid years ahead of it until we see whatever is next. But yeah, I loved Splatoon 3. Thought it was awesome. I mean, and I'm just gonna keep playing. I've been playing with friends in ranked when I'm B+ now, so I'm climbing the ranks right there. And yeah, man, just really excited for more Splatoon, and I've been really loving it. So guys, let me know what you think about the game. Are you enjoying it? Are you sort of, you know, getting already being like, I'm good, like what's popping? Let me know your fashion is, your drip, and all that stuff. So guys, thank you all for watching. You're the best. Peace.